What's up, Crashed It Nation? This is Jonathan Wood. I'm alongside with Joshua Wood from Lucky Sevens Promotions. I think Jacob Wood's going to be joining us here in a little bit. We've got a big action-packed show tonight. We've got we got Morgan County coming up. It's Versailles, Missouri on Friday and Saturday night. And then we got the Boone County Team Show, and we're going to kind of unleash the list of names and who's running with who tonight and all that fun. But before we get into that, we want to talk about Versailles. We got the bump and run on Friday night. I love watching the bump and runs. Last year, Jordan Piter was the winner. Corey Burton got second. Yeah, it's 9, bud. But last year Versailles, the track was a little wetter than I think a lot of drivers would like, but the bump and run in the whole was a pretty good show. I felt like it was a great race for the features.
Yeah, I think Versailles is an interesting track for that. It's like kind of transformed over the years, but now it's more of like a dome track, which makes it interesting for that bump and run.
Yeah. So what can people expect to see Friday night? We got the bump and run. I think there's a hobo figure 8 as well.
I think we're going to get a similar show to Eldon. Maybe a little bit bigger. There seems to be a lot of local support in Versailles anyways for, those bump and runs, and really any show we have there that's, not within our normal kind of areas. But I'm getting a lot of calls on the bone stock figure 8s, and we'll see where it goes, but I'm excited. I think it'll be a good show. A couple of good shows. Versailles is always a good track. Seems like it's always really good racing, and always a lot of action if the drivers want it to be. There's just enough room to make it fun if the drivers want to turn it up.
Yep. Yep. So Friday night is the bump and run. Then Saturday night we have our Worthy Bell Bonds Championship Figure 8 Series hitting its next stop at the Morgan County Fairgrounds in Versailles, Missouri. One of my favorite tracks personally, driving throughout the years, and last year we got to see a lot of sparks fly, and I'm sure we'll get to see the same this year.
Yeah, I think the question that's on everyone's mind is, how much shit is Dylan Cardwell going to start? And then is anyone going to do anything about it? Because that guy is just winning every show he shows up to, and he's hard to stop.
Yep. Will Cardwell make it 2 in a row? And I don't know. I feel like he kind of struggles with Versailles, so he runs into his teammates a lot, and so.
I think Versailles is pretty notorious for people running into their own teammates. Landon and Wesley got into it years ago, and then the infamous Johnny Egger and Josh Craig hit. But last year. So.
Yep. Yeah, it was last year. Apple Bash. They made a bash. All right. So I'm looking forward to Versailles. It's we're finishing up the youth car for Rayleigh. We got a lot of changes we made on it. We're redoing the whole front end, like the bumper setup, this week on Wednesday, so it'll be ready to go after that. So well, anything else on Versailles before we jump ahead?
I think we hit on the headlines. I mean, Jordan Piter's just the bump and run champ. Just won Eldon, won Versailles last year. I think he's planning on running again, so he'll be tough to beat. And then the figure eight, basically Dylan Cardwell's just made himself a god and cannot be stopped. And just wondering if anyone could stop him. And then, from there, I don't know. I think those are two big headlines.
Yeah, and I think Sub-Zero, I think him and Tobin are really coming along in the youth class. Not to overlook any of the other drivers, but the last two events, I mean, they've showed actually all year long. They've been showing, that they're here to race this year, and they've improved a lot immensely throughout the course of this season and the last. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the youth season unfolds. We've got a lot of new youth drivers. It seems like they're coming to more and more events. I'm not trying to jump ahead or anything, but I was talking to a bunch of the youth drivers in Montgomery City. I was thinking, we might have 2 or 3. We'll probably have 10 at Montgomery City.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. No, Connor Broadcast is coming
along.
Yeah.
Clinton Kruger, I think that's who won the last one. He's been coming along, putting it on. The Brockus kid, he's been getting better, and Colton Rayleigh's getting better every time, and Dylan White's kid, he's coming along. I mean, it's hard to beat seat time, and you're seeing it even there.
Yeah. I think Jacob's trying to get his background. I'll leave him in the background until he gives me the go ahead to bring him on. I know a lot of the people that are joining us here tonight on the podcast, they are all looking to see who's coming to Boone County, and we're going to reveal each team one by one and talk kind of about what they bring to the show. And Anthony, that'd be awesome. It's probably going to be the least amount for the rest of the year in youth class.
You just said there's going to be 10.
Well, yeah, but there's going to be 20 at Jeff City. You know that.
No, yeah. I think whenever you reveal this list, and I think it's me just putting it together, I'm getting excited. I think whenever anyone sees this list, if they don't get excited to watch it, they're probably not an actual Derby fan. But yeah, I'm pumped to kind of reveal this Boone County list. I don't know what Jacob's doing back there, but technology's not for everything for everybody.
I can see him going in and out, back and forth. No one else can see what I see, but it's he's working on it. He's working off his phone. The screen's small. You can tell he's trying to spread it out to read more. But without any. Well, what the heck has he got going? He's confusing the crap out of me now. Got him on here twice. He must be trying to do headsets, but all right, without any further ado, I think we're going to get into the Boone County list.
Hey, one thing before you get on there, I just want to thank Jordan Piter and Landon Worthy, also Jordan Tobin, for kind of putting together some, Derby-friendly fireworks shows for everybody. I wasn't able to get out to Jordan's, but I was able to get out to Landon's. It was kind of an awesome experience just to, we talk about all the time, just the camaraderie that these Derby drivers have, and just to go out there and kind of experience, some of that hospitality for myself, outside the promoter world. I don't know, Jonathan, where were you at? I hear people were missing you. You said you're going to show up, and then all of a sudden you didn't.
No, I didn't tell anybody I was showing up because Thursday night I had sand volleyball games, and by the time they were over, it was like 9:30. And then I played designated driver for my wife on Saturday. So that's why I didn't make it to anyone's. But I didn't tell anyone I was coming. So weird. Jacob is so close, I think. I think you got it, Jake, if you can hear me. But all right. What do you what's everybody want to start with the team list? What team list you want me to drop first here? Which ones are we introducing first? We got full size, compact mods, and compact hobo. Joshua, what do you want to reveal first here?
Start out with the most boring, probably full size.
All right, we'll start with full size.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, we can start it. We can start with full size. Looks like everybody's wanting mods first. We could save them for the last, but maybe hobo for the last.
You good yet?
I don't fucking know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfect.
I don't know why you ever change. This fucking sucks. I can't even hardly see anything on here.
Oh, they can see you.
All right. It's real little.
All right. We're starting with the full size. And the first team is Bad Boys. We've got Zane Chick, Eddie Chick. A lot of driving experience with the legend of Eddie Chick out there. And he gets to run alongside his boy. Zane, I don't know if anyone that's listening to this podcast has heard, but Zane, or knows this, but Zane used to build Mad Dog trophies for a lot of places. And I'd like to see that kind of driving style come out, see if he, chasing his own Mad Dog.
Yeah, right.
But anything, then our next team, we've got Team AEC, Kenny Slavens, Tyler Ray. And that to me is, anyone that's watched them two drive, it's going to be a fun combination on the track. I hope Kenny's got all of his motor stuff figured out, and he puts together a good run. So does that excite you guys, seeing that team sign in right there?
Oh, I love watching Tyler drive anytime. So yeah, I think it'll be good. I don't think he's driving that car that's pictured, but exciting.
No, these are not. I'm not going to have their team cars up here. These are just pictures that I took off Facebook, basically, of the drivers. So, all right. After that, we've got Team JFF, Justin Quincy, Henry Ray, running the blue and yellow. It's going to be fun to watch them guys. I think you're going to see a lot of what you've seen at Eldon out of these two. Both of them, by the end of the show, I bet both their front ends will be straight up in the air, and they're going to let Boone County know for sure that they're there.
Hopefully both of them are running turnouts.
Look you, Patrick. I cannot see nothing here.
Welcome to my life, Jacob. This is how I feel 24/7.
I mean, you guys are like, I could put a penny over both of you. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see us very good on your phone.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, keep
So,
going through here.
All right, our next team is BW Derby Wheels, Cody Whittle, AJ Bauer. I've only seen them run together a few times.
I can't believe them boys are leaving Morgan County. That's almost unbelievable.
Now they both ventured out to Topeka, but they didn't run on the same team. So, they've been on the bigger stages before. And
Well, did you know that Topeka is actually in Morgan County, Kansas?
I did not know that.
It's not.
You can't zoom in. Trust me. There's no way to zoom, but it'll look
He's
good
saying
on
do it
it,
over
yeah.
Zoom.
The next team is the 777s. We've got Jeff Robb and Kevin Rice. And man, if anyone was watching Eldon or any of the events of Lucky Sevens that Jeff Robb has ran over the years, they know that guy is a wheel man, and it's going to be interesting to see if Kevin Rice. I haven't seen that guy drive before, so I'll be excited to see them run together and hopefully put on a show. But they're probably going to be tough to beat.
Comments are just blowing up over Jacob's poor eyesight.
Oh no, I got good eyes. This fucking phone.
He's on
All right,
a
the
racer.
next team is Wannabe Built. Eric McNeely and James Alvin. Team puzzle. They're gonna have like a puzzle design. Is that what they're gonna have this year?
Yeah, I assume it's going to be like the team on the bottom.
The Alvin boys.
Car on the bottom. Yeah.
Patrick Wood, so they probably hope he's running tech.
No, I'm
Yeah.
excited to see these guys. They're a little different blood from what all the other guys are seeing, so that'll be good for them.
Yeah.
I think they're both Clinton area guys, so that's kind of cool to see them guys support us.
Yeah, and James, every time I've seen that guy run, he puts on a show. So, and that Eric McNeely, he's a really good driver. We got to watch him wheel it the last couple of years up in Clinton, I believe. So,
You got
next
the full team
team.
list? Is this it?
Team
no.
RIP, we got Britton Holo Sharp and Vince McGee. That'll be a combination right there.
Oh, did they come up with that team after freaking Henry or what? Oh, that's scary right there.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so
Vince, if we get California Vince, I feel sorry for the other people on the track. That's I don't know, he can turn it up whenever he wants to.
yeah. Yep. And we've seen, actually, Vince, the last time I watched him run in Lebanon, I thought he was running a heck of a derby. He just had some mechanical issues. But every time I watch Vince run, I feel like he's getting better and better at driving wide open, but making better shots with the wide openness. So right now, that's our full-size list. We've got 2, 4, 6. There's 7 teams that are committed to coming. They had a couple extra ones sign up, but they said they're not coming. So
yeah, look at that list. 14 cars if everybody passes tech for $4,000. I mean, that's you're not going to get any other chances of that. Hopefully, a few other guys can jump on. That'd really be cool.
Yeah, I was
But
going
it,
to say there's still time to sign up, and I guess they can contact you guys if I know the registration is now closed for all the online, but they could still contact you guys, right?
Yeah. So the only difference is they're going to pay at the show, and you don't get your free pit pass guy. You save the $20 of the online whatever processing fee, but we made up for that by giving everybody each driver a free pit pass. So if you sign up, you save $20. You just don't get a free pit guy.
Yeah.
but if no one signs up, I mean, you guys see what I'm seeing, like 4 Eldon teams. I don't know, 3 Eldon teams, your sales team, and 3 kind of out of towners. So I mean, that's like a 6 on 8.
I'm seeing a pretty quick heat.
Oh, it'll be entertaining for sure.
I mean,
Just
yeah.
seeing the names on there, knowing how they drive. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. So,
And just like Jacob said, we had 5 cars show up to Fulton, paid $2,200 out to them. Same thing here. These teams are guaranteed the full payout that we advertise. So it'll be a good show no matter what.
Patrick gets on here and predicts Vince to fold his car up in 3 hits.
Oh, and there's a team Mad Dog, right, Jacob?
Yep.
So
Yep.
That's
Happy
even more
Gilmore
than-
checks. Yep, Happy Gilmore checks to both drivers of the Mad Dog team. So,
All right. Our next, well, it says full size right on the thing. So Lumina is not a full size car, just so. But all right, we'll go with the mods next. We'll save the big list for last. Bring up the old. All right, the first team is Team OBFS. Aller Boys Fab Shop is what that stands for. That's John Aller, Josh Aller. They drive every time I've seen them drive. I think we're gonna get that. They usually keep a pretty level head. Something that I feel like they're getting better at over the last few events I've seen them drive is just adapting to what's going on the track and trying to overcome that. So that's something I feel like I see out of them guys. I'm excited to see all these mod teams show up. Really, it's going to be, I think when we put the full list up there, everybody's going to really kind of see, get a good feel of how the Derby may go. But I feel like you never know on these things. Our next team is Dakota Lopez and Ronnie Pickens with Untamed Derby Products. This team gets me all excited just knowing every time I watch Ronnie Pickens run, he's always playing into the crowd. You see it at Blizzard Bash. You've seen it at little hometown shows and just fair shows. And Columbia, Missouri, they're going to pack the stands. Last year the show was packed. The years in the past it's packed. And knowing what's coming this year, I think it's even more packed. So I'm excited to see him get all fired up and just send it from one end to the other. Anything on them guys? All right, our next team is Team Garnett Hill. We got Phyllis Garnett, Ryan Shenning. The old Big Show making his debut on the team side in the Columbia, Missouri with Phyllis. So be fun to watch them. We had him on here earlier in the year, and he was really talking about how much he was looking forward to running with Phyllis. And every time I've seen her run, she's put on a pretty good show. Last year, I think she was the one that got out, right, and let her husband drive.
Yeah, I would. My recommendation to all them guys is don't freaking drive out there really, really fast so you don't break an axle right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean this right here, in my opinion, is just the team to beat. I mean, anytime you get Big Show in the car, I know how he builds.
I just hope he puts his gas cap on this time.
Yeah, I think all of Boone County hopes that.
Well, that side of the track for sure. They got a show they'll never forget.
But yeah, he was excited last year, and I think the emotions will be running high again this year. And
I mean, I don't know if you can see it, Jacob, but if you look at his face in this picture Jonathan has, it's just game time. He's ready to go.
Fucking
He's
right,
saying, I'm Boone County champion. Big Show, baby. Put my name on the check.
All right, our next team, Bedssworth boys. We got Cody and Tommy Bedssworth. I'm excited to see them run. I mean, I think we got a little foreshadowing of how they can drive at Eldon.
Who's these guys? I've never even heard of either of these two.
Oh shoot!
Their bed must be worth some money.
I guess so. New rookies coming up, but it'll be interesting to see. I heard they were bringing Tauruses.
There you go.
Yep.
Darren
Where'd
Porter.
you get this picture? Google Images?
No, that'll be a tough team for sure.
I got that off of Cody's Facebook profile page. I just screenshotted it.
No, these guys will be hard to beat.
There's I think it's going to be a really good show with mods. Dylan Cardwell said, I heard they're bringing them OMM cars. The next team we got is Team Sandbaggers, Jason Garnett and Jacob Garnett. So I feel like they're definitely bringing the numbers on that side. Like, they're going to have their own pecking order in mind. And I feel like people that are watching this, that are running this, are going to look at this list and go, we're going to have to, get on them before they get on us type of deal. So I think it's going to be a pretty fast-paced show. Our next team is Team Blue.
Team named Sandbaggers.
Yeah. Team Blue Stripes is our next team. Blake Holtz and Derek Dudley. It is Blue Stripes, right? Yeah, it's Blue Stripes. So anyone that's seen these guys run throughout the years know this team will be a tough team to beat right here. Every time I've seen them guys run, they run pretty good together. We've seen where they've taken out the competition, and then we've also seen the competition come after these guys just because of how good, how well known they are. So be a good team right there. A lot of compact experience between those two guys right there.
I'm guessing their team name was supposed to be the Blue Strips.
What?
The song?
Like the song?
Have you ever heard the song, Jonathan?
Like off $100 bills?
I was just going off of what you guys were putting on there.
fuck. I should have went to bed.
Team Jewel Fab is the next one. Be Zack Jewel and Dustin Ferguson in the mods, so that'll be a fun team to watch. Sleeper said he had to wake up just to watch. So,
oh fuck.
Oh, Jesse Murph. Well, that's the reason right there. But Jewel Fab, and I feel like this team's going to be pretty good. We've seen sometimes the numbers aren't with the Ferguson bunch this year, but we've seen them show up, and they've got some friends that'll be there to help them out. I feel bad for Dustin at Eldon. He didn't really have very many numbers at all with him, and he got pinned up against the wall right off the bat. So,
yeah,
I feel like that was the best showing.
He told me last night, he said, yeah, I got stuck on the wall at your show. I said, well, at least it wasn't my wall. He just walked off.
And you're looking at Zach's mod car right here, so it'll be.
Yep.
Kyle says too sore to be laughing this hard. Yeah, that birthday boy, I've seen so many Snapchats of him sliding down slides. And
oh, shit. Yeah. Pure entertainment.
Our next team, Team BAS, Landon Worthy, Tyler Pickens. They'll be fun to watch running together. That's when I seen that team name come, like the team, those two running together come across. I was kind of surprised by that. I didn't know that they.
Oh, you didn't hear the story?
So, no.
Yeah, Landon told all them other ones they're not good enough. Tyler Pickens is number one choice, so that's who he had to go with.
That's why Kyle isn't running.
Yeah. Yep. Landon told him Kyle could not run because he was better.
Kyle said, yeah, I can't believe he left me like that.
Yeah, they have them two cars right there will not be a combined over 4,000 RPMs. I would take a bet the whole Derby.
I'd take that bet with you. The whole Derby?
The whole Derby, yeah.
The whole time. No way. Somebody can slam them and they'll just look at them and smile. They'll let Cody come over there and take them out.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Landon will be begging for Seth.
Seth, where you at? Oh, he's on here.
Yeah, Seth
says 10 hits combined. They're putting the over-unders on total hits and total RPMs for BAS and Mod Compact.
Tracks you like, what the hell? Oh, shit.
So this is going to be at Columbia, Missouri. About dates. July 19th, right?
Yep.
July 19th, so. 7.5 over under. And it makes 1. Tyler will make 9. That's Kyle's prediction. Yep.
Oh, shit.
So next team FRD, Ethan Daniels, Garrett Ferguson. I'll be excited to see Ethan in a mod car. If this is any thing like Fulton last year at the end of the year Derby, it was fun watching Ethan jump in a car and send it full send, and I felt like they were both driving a little harder than we normally see the FRD drive. So that'll be excited to see Ethan jump in a car. He must have really liked that end of the year team show or end of the year Derby.
Ethan Daniels, apostrophe S.
Whose Daniel is he?
Oh, it's the 19, Patrick.
Jonathan. Whose Daniel is Ethan?
Yeah, that's dang autocorrect. Thought you couldn't see, Jake.
Oh, I seen that.
Our next team, Piter Motorsports, Brandon and Jordan running together on the mod side.
Hyder, did you mispronounce that? Isn't it Pierre?
Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre. Yeah, I did mispronounce that. Old Ricky Bobby would be mad at me. Pierre.
Pierre. No, that would be a good team.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good combination. I think we normally see Jordan laid back a little more, and Brandon, we've seen him send it, and then we've seen him bag too. So that'll be a good team, I think.
What makes you think that?
Just brother connection out there on the track. See it all over. See it time and time again. History repeats itself. So Brady Smith with and Travis Deeds with Team ZFG. That'll be a pretty good
Out-of-state driver.
Yeah, he was. We got to see him drive at Border Wars, so his build looked really good, and I think he'll be, if he drives anything like
he does. He drives just like Cash. Yep.
So yeah,
his bumper came and said hello to my leg. So
yeah, they all drive wide open. They put on a show, so it's fun to watch.
I've actually been following his build on this. It's been fun. He's actually restubbed that W body that his son jacked up there at Blizzard Bash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The other Deeds, I can't.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Calvin.
Yeah, Calvin.
It was the one that Calvin drove. Oh
yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was bad. I mean, it was bent bad. So that was the one that sent it. Yeah, he sent it really hard, and they pulled it off the track, and they just left it there. They're like, yeah, we're not working on that. So the good thing about this two-man show is it's a one and done for everybody that's watching this. You get to go out there and do your best battle and not have to worry about fixing it. So you can totally junk the car, and these are hard to junk, but you could totally, try your best to junk the car and be all right, because there's nothing to fix the next day.
The most impressive part of that picture you were showing is Brady on his hood. I didn't even know he could get up that high.
I didn't know
after that win at Eldon, that's the way he's probably feeling. So
yeah, I didn't ever know he stopped talking long enough to take a picture. I'm surprised his mouth wasn't moving during the picture.
No heats, Patrick. It's all one and dones on these. It's just a one-day show. Travis got on here. He's running the 4-door from 23. Okay, I was gonna say
there
the 24 one was really bad. So Justin Bockham, John Petroski, Team MMO. If there's anything like we've seen at Fulton, boy, they did a really good job running together. I felt like they drove well as a pair out there on the Fulton track. So they've got a little steam carrying into this little bit of
Mr. Momentum.
Yeah. Momentum for sure. Maybe that's what one of them M stand for.
Yeah, guarantee it.
I think this is our final team for the compact mod side so far. It's team HTFO, Scott's Bedssworth and Cody Ryder. That'll be excited to watch. Cody, I got to talk to him a little bit at Eldon. He's been running a little bit of the mods this year, and he said he really likes it, and he did pretty good down there at Salisbury. I think he's the one that got him down to third for that team. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show for the.
Didn't you say he was undeserving of the Mad Dog in Open? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I did. He wasn't my pick, so no, he put on some hits, but I just felt like the Tommy had a better overall bid for Mad Dog, in my opinion. So
I also heard there was some little bit of drama going on around Cody's dad running at Fulton. That may spill over into Boone County. He didn't like how they drove him there. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We never so here's the list for everybody to see. Well, if you can see it, obviously I can't see it right now, but I'm sure on their phones they can see it. I feel like it's going to be a pretty good. Yeah, you got blue stripes on there. That's why I called it that. But I think looking at this list, I feel like in my head I see it going a certain way, but I feel like what actually happens on the track is going to be two different things. So
How do you see it happen in your head, Jonathan?
In my head,
yeah,
I would see it coming down to Bedssworth, blue stripes, and BAS in my head. Or strips, blue strips, but whatever it's supposed to be. Anyone, there's a flyer on this event on Lucky Seven's page. Don't ask. I don't know exactly what time.
Is this fucking Patrick Wood guy always on this podcast just asking the dumbest questions? Fuck, how do you ever make it through one? Patrick, there's a Facebook page. Get on there and look. God damn, son. Holy shit.
But so that's our mod compacts. I believe there are still some spots open for that if you're watching this podcast, and the rule, if your vehicle meets the rules that you want to
don't be surprised if there's 2 or 3 other teams that's not on the list that will be there. They just haven't confirmed them yet, so I didn't want to put it out there yet, but there is a few more probably going to be there, so it'll even make it even better.
Yeah, I thought there was a couple more, but I don't want to overstep that. So,
yep.
Yeah, I mean, of the teams we have signed up, though, that's a hell of a show. I think. Just like I said, big show. How he builds, how he drives, be tough to beat.
Favorite
Jonathan didn't put him in the top 3.
No, not in my head, but you didn't hear. I said it could go a different way than it actually. I see it out playing. So
they're just going to let that BAS team drive around and nobody's going to touch them. Jonathan, come on.
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to get over 4,000 combined RPMs. So.
Oh, I think so too. I hope.
What's your over under, Jonathan?
Over under for what?
RPMs.
Oh, I'd say 4,300 or combined. or by themselves.
4,300.
300 more than I said.
All right. So
Yeah, the three colors, they're still, the paint is still drying. That's
what's the max team allowed for this? You guys are capping it, right?
Yeah, 20.
20 teams. Okay.
Mhm.
So 40 cars max. All right, we're getting ready for our compact hobo teams. So right off the bat,
Whoa.
right off the bat, we're seeing Landon and Dakota. So last year, Landon was our champ with Kyle Wardenhausen. I was shocked when I heard it in Iowa that they weren't running together. So
I told you he didn't want his ass. He only made one hit. He said he had to carry the team. He wasn't fucking putting up with that shit no more.
Landon wants to win. He doesn't want to carry himself.
So we will be in Jeff City in California for the fair for those. But yeah, Dakota and Landon, that'll be an interesting team to watch drive. They're both. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's a little foreshadowing onto the fall. I think Dakota's joining their mod team, so they're gonna get some seat time together before Blizzard Bash. So that'll be good for them.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Seth still didn't make the team, so.
Yep. So Kyle, Dakota, if you screw up with Landon, you'll probably get kicked off.
You're done.
Next.
Yeah, Landon don't put up with that shit. He'll put you in fucking beat you right off.
Yeah. Our next team FRD, Dustin Ferguson, Lexus Ferguson. We've seen her drive a couple times, and I feel like they do pretty well together when they're out on the track with each other. So they're always fun to watch. Kyle don't have soft enough lips, according to Seth. So
Seth would know.
His are extra soft. Our next team is Team FTOTG. Vince McGee and David Shaw. That's going to be a fun team to watch right there. So
that team I may not get under 6,000 or 8,000 RPMs in that class.
Yeah, that'll be a fun team to watch and keep your eye on. Dylan Ferguson, boy, some big words.
I think Dylan's still lit up from last night.
No joke.
Oh, Dylan. Wow.
Oh, he was riding the soul train last night, let me tell you. He was preaching the gospel.
So, that team will be fun to watch for sure. This next team Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Kyle Wardenhausen and Dylan Chilton. That's going to be a fun team to watch. Be a fun transition to see Dylan come over and do Demolition Derby alongside Kyle, who's had a plethora of seat time and shows that he can usually get it done. So if Dylan is level head as he is in the figure eight world, like his level head, that team could be a team to watch for sure.
My prediction, they'll be irrelevant.
It's going to say it on there.
No, I'm interested to see him in a Derby car. It'll be cool. Different change of pace for him.
Yeah. Team Super Broke. We have Jordan Piter and Zach Burton showing up. So that's a good mixture of driving style. I mean, either I feel like Zack can turn it up at any time, like we've seen at Blizzard Bash multiple times, or he could drive it down too. He got third.
Oh, he's going to be driving like a madman. He's got a bunch of pent up energy. I can just tell every time I'm around him.
Those new kids will do that to you.
Yeah, he just wants to fucking hit something and hit it hard.
David Shaw said Vince ain't gonna let me run when I show up in the Geo.
Why do you keep spelling Jordan's name wrong? It's got O. G-O-J-O-R-D-O-N.
Spell check.
Spell check. On to the next.
Yeah. Team KRT. We got Noah Kinney and Brock Herdzina. It was fun watching Brock run in Eldon.
Yeah. Driver or somebody.
Yeah, that Ferguson didn't think it was fun.
What?
I bet Dustin Ferguson didn't think that was very fun.
Yeah, he figured out what was wrong with the shifter and everything, like after he got knocked off the wall.
He was sitting there just jamming it for days.
Yeah. Yeah, then he gets knocked loose, and then you see him back up a few minutes, probably a minute later. I'm like, yeah, shifter. But Noah Kinney and Brock, that'll be a fun team to watch. Noah, we've seen him. He's got to be the fastest lap holder of any gut and go ever. Noah's fun to watch. He always tricks me though. He'll go flying across the track. I think he's got full track someone. He just drives right by him. So,
if you get him and James Fisher on the same Derby track, holy fuck, there ain't no telling what might happen. They two love to make laps.
Put transponders on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see Noah in a figure 8 car. As much circles as he drives. I love the team name, Hard Nosed Caddies. So Braden Cleat Service.
Camry.
Huh?
The team name was Hard Nosed Camry.
Jonathan, these are compacts there, bud. Send them and mend them.
You guys gotta be kidding me. That's not their name?
Oh.
All right, I was rushing putting these together. That wasn't spell check that time. That was me.
Oh, shit.
I told you I can't see 24/7, so I'm trying to read this stuff on a phone. But
well,
Braden,
I guarantee you they'll both have Camrys and not caddies, so but
that'll be a fun team to watch. I love watching Cast and Drive, and Braden, he's getting better and better. Spell check.
yeah, Caston everywhere. It seems like everywhere he goes, he puts on a show and somehow ends up in the money. So that'll be a good team.
Yeah, I think it's him and his brother. I think one of them are a money driver. The other one's kind of a mad dog driver. So we'll,
hey, just so you know, you have him as hard-nosed caddies on the paper. So that's why I did it.
You're bad. I'm not a part of Crash It. I'm just on here. That's why you get to unveil them.
All right, our next team is Team FDR. Ethan Daniels. What the spell check again? And Garrett Ferguson. They're going to be, just like I said, they're both running both events, huh? Both they're compacts and hobos together. So
Hell yeah, we love it.
That'll be fun watching them gain experience throughout the night together. Something may happen in their first event that, they learn from, and the next time they're out on the track, and they could put someone else in that same situation that may have took them out in the event before, or they could just double down. So
fireworks.
Be fun to watch.
They said we can't do fireworks.
Our next team is Team Miller Iron and Metal. We have Dominic Miller and Kyron Bauer. So that'll be a really good team too. I bet they both send it at some point in the Derby.
They Mad Dog favorites here, perhaps. I don't know.
Could be if that's what they show up and with their mind to do. Like,
oh yeah, they're definitely the favorites.
I don't have time to proofread. I don't have people work on my cars and stuff for me like you do.
Jonathan doesn't have a producer that freaking getting all this ready. He is the producer here.
Our next, well, if you notice, I did change Kyron's name on here right before the show because I caught that spell check issue. Our next team is Solo Boys, Landon Nichols and Kelly. They hopefully they have a better showing this year. They were the odd team out for sure last year. Them other guys come flying across the track at them. So I will say I talked to Landon in Madison, and he was really excited about this Derby. And we were talking about how he did in Salisbury, and watching their heat, they did pretty good, putting up a fight in their heat at Salisbury. Faye, it's going to be in Columbia, Missouri on July 19th.
What's pretty good putting up a fight look like?
Yep. Sons of Old School is our next team. We got Tyler King and Riley Rice. I haven't even seen these guys run, to my knowledge, so I'll be excited to see these guys hit the track. What do you mean I'm getting called out? What'd they say? I wasn't listening if they said something.
He can't see or hear.
They're getting their next drink. What'd you guys say? Putting up a fight look like? Oh, they ran for like 8 minutes. Landon and the other kid. But yeah, I haven't seen Tyler King or Riley that I know of run.
I don't think they ran our shows. If they have, then sorry guys. Hasn't been a lot. That's what I can say.
Unless that Riley is that guy that runs up there and the one way up north, Clinton. There was a guy I can't remember.
You guys are friends with the Solo Boys.
Oh, okay. So they're not. They're going to be the other end of it.
I mean, they're still up north, but I don't know if they're towards Clinton area. I think they're in Overly and.
Landon's
that's
going
big.
right after his door.
So I don't know.
Must be
Maybe
her
not.
face.
So yeah, maybe it's Kevin Rice's son. So Riley is okay. So yeah, they're both up from that area.
Yeah, they're Central
Probably
area.
like Centralia and
Heck yeah, it's good to see some new faces.
yeah. Team NWA, Cody Bedssworth and Eli Matson. Cody had a really good car last year, and
a shitty teammate. Holy cow. Ooh-wee.
Seth must have got the boot as well.
Actually, in that show, Seth, if you ask him, he took out Wesley head to head and met him in the center and fucked Wesley Jordan's car all up. So
Well,
without Seth, Cody wouldn't have got. I think they got second last year. So
I will say, I was pretty impressed watching Seth melt his hand basically to the battery terminal, trying to keep his car going as long as he did. He's sitting there holding this cable on for, I bet he went 4 minutes holding that battery cable on, if not more. So
yeah,
Wes Jordan woke up. Not in that, only in that voice dreams. So that'll be a good team to watch, though.
Seth Westflore, future Team Missouri captain.
Our next team is Team Nose to Nose. Garrett Jones and Brandon Piter. They had a pretty good showing last year, and I feel like they'll do the same this year. So I don't know. I feel like this build's right up in his wheelhouse. I feel like Brandon usually does good in these builds. So be fun to watch. Garrett, he stays out of trouble. That's one thing about him. He stayed out of everybody's way last year. I was waiting for them highlight reel shots, but never got them. So
Did they get third last year?
Yep, third.
So
This will be the
youngest.
youngest team that we'll have probably. Dylan Ferguson and Gatlin Folks. Team
How old is that
EMA.
Dylan Ferguson?
Huh?
How old is Dylan Ferguson? Wasn't he just running in youth class like last year?
Last night or now? Yeah, he's pretty young. They're both fresh out the youth class, so it'll be fun to watch them young guys go out there, and they're probably going to change someone's game. I'd say they might change the outcome of the show just on what they do. So
this is an interesting picture. What do you think Kyle's saying to old boy up there?
Well, that's not at this time.
Telling him to lay off the sauce, probably. Holy moly.
Well, later on in the show, he's telling him, break that stick. There's a car coming across.
Quit. You're going to make Dad mad.
Oh, Kyle said, I was telling him to stop hitting doors. All right, our next team for the hobo class is Team CDC, Kenny Piter and Corey Wohlers. That'd be a good team right there with this lineup. Corey's a experienced driver. We've seen him last 2 years in Fulton come away with the win in the gut and go class and the hobo this year. So, and the Kenny Piter, I hope he has a better showing than he did in Topeka, but I've seen him do pretty good. So I think
Old
that
school
team will
team.
be pretty good.
We got the youngest right before them. This is probably the oldest.
Probably.
Age here.
Yep. Probably the oldest, yep. Yep, the youngest signed up, then the oldest signed up, and then the Hammer team signs up after that. So Kurt Turpin and Robbie Kelly, it'll be fun watching them run together after what we've seen in Eldon with Team Team AAA, I guess.
Yep, AAA. If you got a flat, call them up. They'll be right on over.
Need an extra jump start? We got battery packs in the car.
Yep. They'll be
not.
right on over. Lights on, baby.
This is probably the craziest like team story, right? Because Kurt Turpin just took out Robbie Kelly to win the bone stock figure 8 in Eldon, and then the next week turns around and teams up with them and said, let's start a team for Boone County.
Yeah, Robbie's probably like, well, hell, I know you'll take out somebody, so let's be teammates. I don't want to be taken out by that guy. Yeah, Rockin' Robbie. Awesome nickname. I love he put it on the car, too, for the picture. You can see it on there. Faye Henderson, do you ever do demolition derbies in Indiana? Not yet.
Shit, we traveled 2 hours from home and we get in enough trouble.
Yeah,
Robbie.
Stop. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get out of the bucket.
I'm not even
They
gonna
actually
say
did
what-
not submit a team name. I just put AAA because I was waiting on them. Robbie said, yeah, I'll be sure and get you a team name and colors by Sunday. Still no team name and colors, Robbie Kelly.
It's probably going. I got an hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, these derby drivers, they do not get you shit in time, Mr. Seth. Still waiting on a logo.
So that was the Hobo teams. 16 of them signed up that are on this list. So that's going to be a wild show for sure.
It's going to be so good. So good.
I can't even say how this one would even play out because it's.
How does it play out in your head, Jonathan?
Oh, they play out, but every time I play it in my head, something different happens. So I will say that I think that the young guys, the hard-nosed Camry guys, not caddy guys, and Dominic's team, I bet they change the whole outcome of the Derby. Like I think they're gonna change.
Just do this.
They're gonna take out some teams.
What's the outcome going to happen then? What's your prediction here? Top 3, you named the fucking last.
If I had to name a top 3 right off the bat, shoot. All right, I'm gonna say that Kurt's team gets 3rd. The unknowns, the no-namers right now, and then yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not even gonna say.
You can name the 3rd place team and not the 1st and 2nd place team.
All right, I think it's gonna go. whoever I name, they're gonna be like, "Thanks for putting a target on me."
Put it on.
So, I think it'll be Kurt's team, then hard-nosed caddies or Camrys, and then I think NWA is going to win this year.
BAS doesn't stand a chance, is what you're saying.
I don't know.
Got rid of Kyle. They're fucked.
Getting junked in this tick car. Kyle, you building you been building it on TikTok for everybody to see?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I wish more guys would do it. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I can't wait to tell him all the stuff he has to cut.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That's cool. I didn't know you were building a car on TikTok for like showing everybody the steps. I think that's good for the derby world. You know, there's a lot of people that don't know how to even start building a derby car, and they get on there and they can reference certain just safety aspects that they wouldn't even think of. So, trailer queen after a junk landing. So, yep. So that's our Boone County team lineup as it stands right now. So they said they're capping it at 20. I don't know where they're at on this team. So, gay inspectors make a cut. Yeah, last year. Well, we'll have a full crew though. That'll be good this year. Feel like tech will go a little more smooth than it did last year. So,
I think we're at 16 or 17 here.
16 on the paper so far.
So. Still time, I guess.
I've had people tell me that they're going to sign up last minute, and I told them they better hurry on this one because there's not much.
Yeah, we will cap it at 20. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's
I wouldn't wait
20.
in this class. Yeah, I wouldn't wait in this class for sure. If you have an idea and you got cars sitting there, you better let us know.
Yep. So they will cap it at 20 for each class, but 20 teams. And I can't wait. Anyone that's watched this list and know these guys know it's going to be a great show, and it's going to be a really fun to watch. And hey, Pepsi don't sponsor me. Get out of the video.
You can't touch Pepsi.
I can.
Yeah, but people watching can.
No, it's really cool. We tried a new class this year and we threw it out there, and to get this many people to sign up for a team show is just pretty awesome. We really appreciate it. Brand new class, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, and I want to say thank you to everybody that signed up because without you guys, the crowd wouldn't see a good show, and without the crowd, you know, there's three things that make derbying great. Well, four things. It's the facility, the crowd, the drivers,
and Jonathan Wood.
Yeah. The announcer.
I will say that this is I've got some cool things to give back, and I'm hoping to have a couple things for this show too. I'm thinking I'll start kind of showing people, foreshadowing what the rest of the year is going to start to look like. So,
no, I think these three classes and our added street stock, we've had a couple people reach out for that, but I mean, it's shaping up to be a freaking awesome show. Not one I want to miss. I think if any Derby fan in the state or even out of the state is going to look at this and go, damn, I need to be there. I need to get a car there. So, for probably some of the best compact drivers in the nation running in this show, in both classes. Some really hard hitting big car drivers running in the big car class. I mean, what more can you ask for, right?
Yeah. It's going to be action-packed event. That's all I got to say. It's if you don't already have this show on your calendar, mark it, because it's going to be a great event to watch. And if this whole show goes like our one team event did last year, it's going to be crazy.
Pecking order, right? Well, it's like you could see the pecking order play out. I think it'll be.
You could, and honestly, you could. And on this list, you can see, there's probably going to be a pecking order. Every show, every derby has one. But other than head-to-heads, but those drivers that look at this list and say, hey, I might be on the short end, change it. Don't wait for them to come to you. Go get them. Send them.
So I hadn't even told Joshua this, but one thing we're going to do for this show, just to help you guys get through tech quick, because we just right here, we have 32 cars to tech. Then on the other class, we have 18 or whatever. First 5 full teams that make it through tech are going to get something directly from me. And you have to have your stick, both cars, and both 5 teams will get something from us. So get there early. We're going to start at like noon that day. We have a lot of cars to tech. Tech's going to be a little different from your little fair show. So if you guys have been getting away with a little bit here and there, you have to completely have your stick before you get the first 5 through is going to get their little thing from us. So get there early, get through tech, and we'll get you guys taken care of.
Wes, you told me that you retired, so
He'll be there.
Henry says it's always better to be the pecker than the pecky. So
yeah, Brent found that out.
Yeah,
he got pecked.
He got pecked for sure.
It's the new W body for the one-eyed junk. But yeah, so this is where we're at right now. And there's still a little time if you're sitting here watching this saying, hey, I got a buddy that we both built full sizes and there's not much there. So, I mean, $4,000, that's a good payout for what you're seeing on there. Guaranteed. So
this class pays $3,000, Jonathan. Don't be giving away our money now.
I said full size.
Okay.
Oh. But you guys, anything you want to add before we wrap this one up?
Can't wait to see everybody at Versailles. Hopefully we have 2 good shows. Versailles Friday night. I think gates won't open until probably 4 or 4:30. I think that's what me and Joshua talked about. And then hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, it's another kind of a busy week for us with the 2 shows. I mean, it's not as bad as 3, but we still have to travel, and I don't think we leave it. Do we leave stuff up at Versailles? Or is it a set up 2 days in a row?
No idea.
Yeah, but like I said, somebody just, there's just the 2 headliners. Jordan Piter winning bumper rounds all the time, and Dylan Cardwell winning figure 8s. I mean, somebody will have to stop them, or else they'll just keep winning.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
I will say Fisher had a really good effort at Eldon, beating Piter. That was an awesome race. So if we see anything like that again, I mean, that's top line racing for me is watching guys race door to door for multiple laps and weave in and out of lap traffic. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think we're going to try. Everybody loved the 2 tires at Eldon. I think we're going to go 4 in Versailles. 4 tires wide.
Oh, fuck. Jordan Youngmeyer is going to be so excited. I already heard he was walking around the pitch telling everybody, load your cars. If we don't go out there, they can't have it. Oh, we love you, man. You always keep us on our toes, buddy.
Yeah, it'll be a fun no matter how it is, but I doubt there's going to be 4 tires per corner.
Well, at least he knows now, so he can prepare his car. He'll be ready to go.
Get out the scales. We're going to rescale this thing.
Yep. He's going to adjust his jacks on his corners, get it ready to go.
But thanks for tuning in, everybody. You guys got anything else? Or
If you guys aren't listening before Columbia, get there early. Please get there early.
what time would you like people there?
We're going to start taking at noon, so I would love everybody to be in line and ready to go.
All right.
The show's going to start on time.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that. The show's going to start on time. We're not going to stick around with late stuff. So get there on time. Get there early. Jacob's going to, I don't know, get on his knees or something.
Oh, yeah.
For the first 5.
Thank you for getting through tech.
Yep. Seth told me he wanted to help Tech, so I'm going to use them soft lips.
You know he's got those soft lips.
Yep.
Hey, Wes said he'll help Tech too.
That's bad timing, Wes.
We need more soft lips.
No, I picked that from way up in the comments. That was not.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Bedssworth asked, what's it cost to get it shipped overnight?
I'll talk it over with Seth and we'll see. Seth is not teching. I was just kidding.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it's going to be a great show, and we've got a really good week of events coming up with our sales shows, and then the next, I think it's right after that, is Columbia. So we got some busy weeks coming up. But if you're listening and you've made it this far, I want to say thank you for following along with us through this episode of the Crashed It podcast. And reach out to Jacob or Joshua if you decide you want to run the show, and they'll get you lined up. So you can reach them on their website. If you go to Lucky Sevens Promotions, it's got their contact information. So it's going to be a great show, and I can't wait to see our bumping around and figure 8 guys this week, and it'll be fun seeing you guys all up. Oh my gosh. It'll be a whole new meaning of blowing through tech. It'll be it's going to be really good shows. So we can't wait to see everybody there. And thank you all for joining us on another episode of the Crashed It podcast. Go out there and send them and bend them. Thanks for watching.